Shalom Yasharallah. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rachaha, Gwadash. Next, double honors to the elder apostles and to the elders of Great Millstone who rule well. Peace and salutations to the hopeful elect that are scattered abroad, even scattered amongst the heathen nations that take on the appearance of the heathen nations. This is not a black thing, as the elder Malcolm opens up with his epistles always, okay? Which is something that needs to be, if you don't know that by now, then, then damn it, you're lost in the sauce and you're not watching Great Millstone, all right? So, this is not a black thing. Israel was scattered unto all nations and takes on the appearance of all nations, and we try the spirits by the Spirit, okay? We judge righteous judgment and not according to the eyes, all right? We try the spirits by the Spirit, okay? So this ain't no black thing, all right? And then this is also not a religion of this world, as our beloved elder Yachia opens up with his epistles. All right, this has been given into the congregations of Jacob as an heritage. It is also our religion, so don't get it twisted, because that goes into worship, and we worship Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai. Yahweh being the Ancient of Days, the Father of Spirits, and Yahweh Shai being the Deliverer, the only begotten Son of the Heavenly Father, the first Spirit created, the Alpha and the Omega, the true vine, okay, the Lion of Judah, the one who was worthy to be slain, the one who sits at the right hand of the Heavenly Father, the one who was worthy to break the seals thereof, okay? Two separate people, all right? Father and Son. And the Father's getting ready to send the Son back down here in order to clean this wicked-ass place up for all the wickedness that has happened in this earth. And the Lord's got to get his first, rightfully so. He is the author and the finisher of our faith. And he's coming back, and he ain't going to meet these people as a man. All right? He ain't going to meet them as a man. And right now, they're systematically being shut the frick down. All right? This is how we're shining now. We're not coming at you real quick, Lord willing, with an edifying lesson. And straight into the point. But, yeah. So Japan made a U-turn after the blockade went up on the Strait of Hormuz. All right? And they said, hey, we'll deal in the yen or whatever the case, because look, we can't hit no energy crisis, and we're not going to allow for our country to fall because of America. All right, basically, long story short. So this is the Saints of Jersey. We're going to listen in a little bit, and then this reporting channel right here, you can see it right there. It's called the Open Minded Reporter YT. Go ahead, you punch in that title right there, whatever the case, and good stuff, But anyway. Just in case, I'm saying, fair use, based upon the reporting or whatnot, fair use declared. But, yeah, let's go ahead. Let's hop into this real quick. Let's get James. Actually, as a matter of fact, let me kick it off with this real fast. Actually, no, we'll let the brother play first, and then I'll go ahead and I'll kick off some scriptures, and then we'll call that the lesson here, all right? But, yeah, right now we're looking at the death spasms, okay? The slow agonizing, as they said in the video, the slow agonizing death of the dollar. But we're looking at the death spasms, the death thralls, okay? The involuntary thrashing of this Western world, this current wicked ass rulership, okay? And of Esau Edom. All right, so let's go ahead and listen in.
Shalom, all praise and glory and honor to Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Bahasham Rakaha Kudash and Shalom Labakarim Shol Yasharala. Double honors to my apostles and my elders and teachers of Great Millstone who are well. And again, it's going to be a quick hitter through the Spirit. Just keeping my eyes on the watch, and this came across my feed, man. And this is somewhat breaking news, man, through the Spirit, because I'm going to play it. I'm going to let it speak for itself. This quick video. And as you can see, Japan, which is an ally of Babylon the Great America, makes a U-turn on Iran after blockade. Big surprise as Israel trapped.
Sent seismic tremors through the halls of the Pentagon and set the global gold market ablaze. The government of Japan, long considered Washington's most obedient and servile vassal in Asia, has just executed a geopolitical U-turn so sharp it risks snapping the axle of the American-led financial order.
What we're learning is that Iran has allowed Japanese vessels through the Strait of Hormuz.
The Iranian government is considering allowing oil tankers to pass through the Strait of Hormuz on one condition: they trade in Chinese yuan.
According to a senior Iranian official cited by CNN, Tehran may permit tanker traffic if oil shipments are traded in Chinese yuan instead of the US dollar.
As the world watches the charred remnants of American credibility smolder in the Persian Gulf, Tokyo has quietly, desperately, and quite brilliantly cut a deal with Tehran that effectively shreds the entire edifice of the Trump administration's maximum pressure campaign. The specifics, confirmed through diplomatic back channels and reported by Kyodo News, are nothing short of a fiscal nightmare for the United States Treasury. Japanese tankers will once again steam through the Strait of Hormuz loaded with Iranian crude, but the greenback, that once almighty symbol of empire, has been shown the door. Japan has agreed to pay for this lifeblood of its economy, not in US dollars, but exclusively in Chinese yuan or the Iranian rial. The implications of this are staggering. For the first time since the end of World War, a core G7 member, a nation that hosts American military bases and has bent its knee to every sanction regime Washington has ever dreamt up, has looked the empire in the eye and said, "No, my people need energy to survive, and I will not let your hubris starve them." We are seeing the immediate...
Hold on. All right, Salakia. Hold on. Let me get that word, hubris. Hubris. Salakia. I'm not sure what it means, but I know it's got to be something good. Hubris. Okay, it looks like hubris. Definition: hubris. Damn! Ha! Yeah, that's right. Hubris. Okay, for anybody out there that don't know, check this out. Hubris is excessive pride, overconfidence, or arrogance, often resulting in a fatal downfall. Frequently seen in leaders or characters who disregard warnings. Hot damn. What a perfect word. I like that. Man, shit, they should put a picture next to that shit, and it should be Trump's face and fucking America, man. Hold on. Pause. Let's go back. All right. All right, here we go.
Washington has ever dreamt up, has looked the empire in the eye and said, "No, my people need energy to survive, and I will not let your hubris starve them." We are seeing the immediate effects.
Hubris, and that goes in that pride, and they are prideful. Prideful as shit. Who else is more prideful than Esau Edom, the so-called damn the white man, bald-faced bankers with the freaking with the phallic symbol hanging from underneath their freaking chins? All right, who's more prideful than these freaking than these beasts? Okay, and we haven't forgotten why this thing is all kicked off. You and all you guys billionaire pedophile rapists and stuff. All right. You know, this place is going down, and it's going down, baby. It's going down. Let's get a scripture real quick. Proverbs 16 and 18. Pride goeth before destruction, and a haughty spirit before a fall. You and your hubris ass.
Ripple through the global economy as safe haven assets like gold skyrocket. Not just because of war risk, but because of the profound and accelerating fear that the US dollar is being openly, deliberately, and successfully abandoned by its own friends. This isn't a fringe move by BRICS alone. This is the defection of a key American satrap. The desperation in Washington must be palpable. Their sanctions wall has been breached not by a missile, but by a simple, rational decision. Survival trumps servitude. This is the story of how a $2 million toll paid in a rival's currency just bought the world a front row seat to the slow, agonizing death of the petrodollar. Don't just watch this history
slow, agonizing death of the petrodollar. James 5:1. Go to now, ye rich men, weep and howl for your miseries that shall come upon you. Your riches are corrupted, and your garments are moth-eaten. Your gold and silver is cankered, and the rust of them shall be a witness against you, and shall eat your flesh as it were fire. Ye have heaped treasure together for the last days. Behold, and see, this is why this is happening to your dumb ass. All right? You know, it's just like if there were children fighting, man. The first one that, you know, when dad comes home, man, he sets the record straight. Whatever you took, you're going to get that shit back. All right? When the Lord is destroying what it is that you did, he's taking back what you took. Let's read James 5:4. Behold, the hire of the laborers who have reaped down your fields, which is of you kept back by fraud, crieth. And the cries of them which have reaped are entered into the ears of the Lord of Sabaoth. The Lord's coming back in order to give. Man, look. Unrighteous dealings, right? The kingdom is translated. We'll get that one. But yeah, you know, y'all gonna get it. Y'all got it. Y'all got it all coming right now. Yeah, we're seeing the strategic downfall of this place, man. What was I thinking here? Riches gotten by deceit. That's Sirach 10:8. There you go. Just thinking, you know, too many things all at once here. Sirach 10:8. All right. Because of unrighteous dealings, injuries, and riches got by deceit, the kingdom is translated from one people to another. And that's what we're seeing. We're seeing the translation of a kingdom. We're watching yours go down, and we're watching Israel's rise. Okay? The real ones. Not these imposters, not the you wish people that are over there in the land of is not real. Okay? As the Elder Malcolm says. All right? Not the you wish people in the land of is not real. Okay? Oh, y'all going down, man. You know what? It's good. It feels good to see it. It feels good to see it, man. Job 27. All right? Job 27:16. Job 27:16. All right. You know what? Nah, I'm finna read up a little bit. I'm gonna read verse 13 down to 16 or 17, 13 to 17. All right. This is the portion of a wicked man with our power and the heritage of oppressors, which they shall receive of the Almighty. If his children be multiplied, it is for the sword, and his offspring shall not be satisfied with bread. Those that remain of him shall be buried in death, and his widows shall not weep. And you already know Becky is definitely down for the brown. All right. Though he heap up silver as the dust and prepare raiment as the clay, he may prepare it, but the just shall put it on, and the innocent shall divide the silver. All right. All this damn work that you're putting in order to try and keep all your damn riches. All right. Even in Ecclesiasticus. Yeah, it don't matter, because you're not going to be justified. All right? Ecclesiasticus 30, I believe it's 31. Ecclesiasticus, yep, 31. 31, and I'll read, because it's all hitters down to the 8th verse. It says, watching for riches consumeth the flesh, and the care thereof driveth away sleep. And believe me, all these banking families right now is driving away some damn sleep, even though they want the system to collapse or whatever the case. Really, you know what? No, I take that back. All right. See, the heart of the king is in the hand of the Lord. As the rivers of water, he turneth it whithersoever he will. I give this devil no credit. Turd. There is no wisdom in Teman. All right. But watching care will not let a man slumber. Doesn't it say that they lose sleep lest they cause some to fall? All right. Watching care will not let a man slumber, as a sore disease breaketh sleep. The rich hath great labor in gathering riches together, and when he resteth, he is filled with his delicates. Yeah, you know. The poor laboreth in his poor estate, and when he leaveth off, he is still needy. And that's when we go into that James, the 5th chapter. All right. The cries of them that have reaped have entered into the ears of the Lord of Sabaoth. Once again, the poor laboreth in his poor estate, and when he leaveth off, he is still needy. He that loveth gold shall not be justified, and he that followeth corruption shall have enough thereof. And you definitely getting ready to get enough. All right? You will not be justified. Gold have been the ruin of many, and their destruction was present. And that's what we're watching right now. The current downfall of Esau, Edom, and his freaking greed. Your bloodlust and your gold lusts. All right? It is a stumbling block unto them that sacrifice unto it, and every fool shall be taken therewith. Once again, it is a stumbling block unto them that sacrifice unto it. Who sacrifices unto this gold? Who sacrifices unto their net and their drag? Is it not written in Habakkuk that they sacrifice unto their drag? Once again, verse 7, and let's tie that together. It is a stumbling block unto them that sacrifice unto it. Okay? It is a stumbling block unto them that sacrifice unto it. Let me pull up this other app real quick. Where is it at? All right. Habakkuk 1. I just got done reading this the other day. All right. Habakkuk 1 and 15. It says they take up all, this is talking about Esau, Edom. They take up all of them with the angle, which is a trap. They catch them in their net and gather them in their drag. Therefore, they rejoice and are glad by their policies, by their sanctions, by, oh, yeah, you can't drive nothing through the Hormuz. Okay, cool. We'll just go ahead. We'll set up a little trap or whatever. No. See, now people are turning against you, right? Laid a wound unto your ass. Verse 16, therefore they sacrifice unto their net and burn incense unto their drag, because by them their portion is fat and their meat plenteous. Shall they therefore empty their net and not spare continually to slay the nations? You see what I'm saying? They sacrifice unto that. Once again, it is a stumbling block unto them that sacrifice unto it, and every fool shall be taken therewith. Blessed is the rich that is found without blemish and hath not gone after gold. Once again, the just shall put it on. All right, and the meek of them, I believe, as it said, will divide that silver. Okay, through the translation of this kingdom. All right, let's hear something else real quick.
Fold. Help us overpower the algorithm that tries to bury this reality. If you want to support journalism that doesn't or just economy, yet it is a resource ghost. It is an industrial titan built on a foundation of imported sand and imported fire. In 2025, the number...
So you can see, man, you know, everybody's starting to realize that this guy is a madman. Nero, Trump.
Yep.
All right? So, you know, Japan being an ally, they're like, look, man, we're going to ditch the dollar. We're going to pay yuans, you know, so we could get our oil, because a lot of that oil they get from Iran through the Strait of Hormuz, man, they need it. It's a lot of, I think he said a certain percentage. So these nations that are allies with Babylon the Great, man, America, they starting to realize, like, look, man, this guy's harming us.
I'm glad he said that, because that sounded to me like traveling with a bold fellow. All right? These nations ain't down with your ass no more, America. They're not down with y'all's bully ass. Hey, man, check this out, man. It says travel not with a bold fellow. Sirach 8. Go to Sirach 8 and the law and the judge. 5th. Anger in the presence. 15. It says, travel not by the way with a bold fellow, lest he become grievous unto thee. For he will do according to his own will, and thou shalt perish with him through his folly. Okay? As the thing, the reporting thing right here, it said, they said, man, Japan, like, yo, they bowed down to any sanction that America has ever dreamed up. They never gave no resistance at all whatsoever. But I guess this is the straw that broke the camel's back. They're like, you know what? See, a bold fellow just became grievous unto them. And they're like, nah, man, we don't want to perish through your folly. All right? They don't want to perish through that folly. All right? Yeah, man. I'm going to go ahead and read a couple more scriptures. We shut it down, man. The point's made. America's going down. Okay? its destruction is present, as we just read in Ecclesiastes, the 31st chapter. All right, these dumbasses, man. Dumbasses, you know. Yeah, is there any more wisdom in Teman? All right. I read Proverbs 24, I believe. Proverbs 24. And no, I didn't go into Proverbs 24 because I wanted to get this. All right, Proverbs 24 and 6. It says, "For by wise counsel thou shalt make thy war, and in the multitude of counselors there is safety." All right. Now, the only reason why I giggle at that is because the multitude of Esau's counselors did not bring any safety at all. Is there wisdom in Teman? Let's get it. Is there wisdom in Teman? Jeremiah 49. All right. Jeremiah 49. And 7. Perfectly timed. "Concerning Edom, thus saith the Lord Yahweh of hosts," that's of armies, "is wisdom no more in Teman? Is counsel perished from the prudent? Is their wisdom vanished?" And I say, yeah. Yeah. All right. You know, they didn't even count the cost, like as in Luke. And you know what? That's perfect too, because check this out. In Luke, the 14th, is it Luke 14? Yeah, it's Luke 14 and 20. Intending to build. All right, I'll read from 28. It says, "For which of you intending to build a tower sitteth not down first and counteth the cost, whether he have sufficient to finish it? Lest happily after he hath laid the foundation," as Trump went out there, laid a foundation. "Oh yeah, we getting ready to kick this shit off. Yeah, it should just be 2 days. Yep. Blah blah blah. I got 10,000. Who knows about their numbers? Whatever. Da 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 da." Fucking idiots go over there and bomb paint. You bombed paint. I just gotta say it. You're America, all right? You have forward air bases. You have reconnaissance teams. You have many branches of military. All the types of weapons of war. Like, you are Esau Edom, for crying out loud, man. Your blessing was the sword, okay? And you went out there and bombed paint, you know? "Lest happily, after he had laid the foundation, is not able to finish it. All that behold it begin to mock him, saying, This man began to build and was not able to finish." Okay? And that's why he won't back off, because he's too damn prideful. As that word, oh man, I gotta go ahead and get that word again. But anyway, all right? "Or what king," now this is the point, "or what king going to make war against another king sitteth not down first and consulteth whether he be able with 10,000 to meet him that cometh against him with 20,000. You see? There is no more wisdom in Teman. All right? You're prideful as shit, and your pride is getting ready to drop your ass. All right? Proverbs, well, once again, a haughty spirit before a fall. Let's go to 2nd Ezra 8 and 50 and shut this down. 2nd Ezra 8 and 50. Salakia. 2nd Ezra 8 and 50. "For many great miseries shall be done to them that in the latter time shall dwell in the world, because they have walked in great pride." All right. Let's go to let's go ahead and roll upwards here real quick, and let's go to no, it's not it's not 2nd Ezra 8 and 50. It's Sirach. That's Ecclesiasticus 8 and no. Yeah, that's the bold fellow. What was I thinking here? Well, it's all right. It's escaped me, but at the same time, points made, all right? This place is going down. So, with that, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahasham Yahweh Shai, Bahasham Rakwadash, Next, double honors to the elder apostles and to the elders of great millstone who rule well. Peace and salutations to the hopeful elect that are scattered abroad, even scattered amongst the heathen nations that take on the appearance of the heathen nations. This is not a black thing. All right, until next time, shalom, stay prayed up. Abratazah. All right, shalom.